Good afternoon. Welcome to episode 4 of the Redzone. I'm Jordan Taylor, a sophomore in the Broadcasting 2 class at Southside High School, alongside Jason Driggers, the head football coach here at Southside. Coach, how has practice been this week as you are preparing to travel to Liberty tomorrow night?
We've had a good week of preparation. The kids have come out, worked really hard. We put in some new things for Liberty, so hopefully they'll work out for us.
We're going to discuss highlights for Friday night's game against the Chester County Eagles. Stay tuned. You're in the Red Zone.
I remember the moment.
I'll never forget that moment.
That changed my life.
At that moment, it hit me. This is why I joined the Guard. We're soldiers, always ready to protect our country. But we've also got communities. Family, friends, neighbors who count on us. I couldn't believe it. I just saved a life. Somebody from my hometown.
See what it means to be a citizen soldier at NationalGuard.com.
Welcome back to the Red Zone, Southside High School's football recap show. Coach, Friday night the Hawks took on the Chester County Eagles. With it being such a wet and slippery night, how do you feel this affected the game?
Well, I mean, it was a level playing field. It doesn't matter if it's snowing or raining or hot or whatever. Both teams have to do it, so I don't think it really affected us that much.
Thanks, Coach. Let's get straight to the action from that game. On the first possession of the game, we have a Hawk fumble, but luckily we recover. Shows how the rain affected the game.
It did. It was pretty bad out there. It's one of the worst games I've ever coached in as far as moisture on the field. It was really wet, a lot of standing water.
Two great plays right here by Mason Taylor.
Yeah, Mason crashes off the end, and he's had a really good year. He's made a lot of tackles for us, played really good defense and offense as well.
After a Chester County punt, we get the ball back, but earn our first turnover of the game. Chester County recovers this fumble.
Yeah, the mesh there on midline, it wasn't really good, obviously, and the ball popped out. Again, the weather didn't help that.
On that drive, Chester County scores and goes up 7-0.
Yeah, we get upfield a little bit, and they hit the seam right there in C gap. We get trapped. Tackles upfield too much, so he's got to learn to play down the line when he gets a down block.
They go up 7-0. After another 3 and out by the Hawks, Chester County gets the ball and moves it down the field quickly.
They do. He gets the edge right there. The outside linebacker loses containment, so we've been working on that. He did a pretty good job overall that night.
Two good hits by Bernie right there.
It was a good throw and catch by them too.
After a great punt by the Eagles, we get a safety.
Yeah, again, another fumble. Just keep shooting ourselves in the foot. KD, pops out of his hand. So he did the smart thing, get on in the end zone though.
They go up 9-0. But we do stop the Eagles and get the ball back. We moved the ball the best we did all night with less than a minute to go with the half.
Yeah, we started running what we call speed lead option, and basically told KD not even to pitch it, and we kind of got the edge, started getting the edge on. We ran that probably 2 or 3 times right before half, and tried to run it when we got back from halftime. They did a good job of making adjustments on it though.
Chester County gets the ball at the half and goes up 15-0.
Yeah, number 6, their quarterback, he's got really good wheels. He can run really fast. We did a pretty good job on him though. That's just one of those long, big plays we can't allow defensively.
He was a great athlete. After we failed to get anything going on offense, we go back on defense. Great play by Michael Tranzo to knock the ball out and force a Chester County turnover.
Yeah, Michael gets blocked out of bounds there, and he shows his great effort, second effort, and comes and strips the ball from another quarterback they have in, number 1. And, it's a good job on Michael, and you never get hurt by hustling, so we'll get the ball back right there.
On the next possession, Southside scores for the first time to cut the score to 15-8 after a 2-point conversion.
Yeah, Andrew Hill hits it in there really good, and KD, made the correct read and pulled it and got up in the seam for us, so that was a big play on Veer right there. Once he gets in open space, we feel really good about what he can do.
They had no clue he had that ball.
No, they didn't. He did a good job. Both of them did.
Here's the 2-point conversion to make it 15-8.
Yeah, it's actually the same play we just scored on. He gave it, and the line did a really good job getting their pad level down.
But the Hawks have trouble stopping the Eagles. They move it down the field to go up 22-8 with 7:13 to go in the game.
Yeah, missed tackles everywhere here, and again, we lost containment both by our outside backer and corner. So, you know, we just got to get that corrected.
They just do a direct snap to the quarterback on that touchdown.
Yeah, they're just running some kind of, it's a power play they're running with the quarterback, and you know, they didn't have very far to go. We actually played that pretty well.
But once again, with all the wet and slippery conditions, the Hawks failed to move the ball and fumble once again. Chester County gets it back and runs out the clock.
Yeah, I think the fullback fumbled there, so it's, you know, we just got to correct those things, keep working, keep getting better. We actually didn't play that bad, but we just mistakes hurt us again. So
that ends the game with a 22-8 score. We'll be right back after a short commercial break.
Okay, class, Jackson Reads Millions is a reading initiative that the school system wants us to do. All you need to do is to pick up this little log right here, and you fill it out. And when you finish, you drop it into a drop box that's around campus. And when you read 1,000,000 words, you will get entered into a drawing to maybe win an iPad.
Man, reading is so boring. I don't read. No way could I read 1,000,000 words. I'd never get that iPad.
Oh, yes, you do.
Whoa, who are you?
I'm your conscience, and yes, you do read all the time.
You're crazy. I have to go.
See there, you're reading.
What are you doing in here? And this is just Twitter, not a book.
Just because it's not a book doesn't mean you're not reading. There are still words. You can read anything, social networks, sports reviews, even blogs.
So it doesn't have to be a book?
Nope.
Well, I could probably do that. Now, can I have some privacy?
Oh, yeah. Find some words to read today, Southside. A million starts with one.
Welcome back to the Red Zone. Coach, as we have already mentioned, Friday was a wet and slippery night. Hawk TV reporter Hannah Bolton has more.
We caught up with 4 senior football players, Mason Taylor, Jacob Barber, Kadrian Edwards, and Hunter Taylor, for their thoughts on Friday night's football game.
The players told me it was hard hung on to the ball because of the wet conditions Friday night.
It wasn't really hard at all. And we knew it was going to be wet all week at practice. Calling for rain all week. We practiced with wet balls and stuff. It wasn't fun. It wasn't hard at all.
Well, you know, for me it was a little bit harder because having to hold on to the ball, snapping it, but, you know, you just go into it, play as hard as you can like you would any other game.
Very hard because of all the rain and mud puddles and ball was slippery.
It wasn't that hard, just slippery.
Some of our football players were determined to play in the game Friday nights against Chester County.
I mean, you don't cancel football games because of rain, so, yeah, I mean, all week we knew it was going to rain, we knew it was going to be wet. So, yeah.
Yeah, because I thought when Coach said that hey, we were going to play as long as we could, as long as it wasn't lightning, then we'd be fine.
Not really, but because all the other games was getting canceled, but then they said we was playing, so we're not to play.
Yeah, we knew we were going to play.
Mindsets are a big thing in football games, though most football players' mindsets are not the same.
We needed to win and just play hard like we do every week. My mindset's the same every game, you know. I always got one thing on mind, and that's getting a win. But this game, it meant a lot to us. You know, the outcome didn't come out like we wanted to, but hopefully we'll finish strong this season, make a run in the playoffs.
We got to get a win. I mean, but you got to get that mindset every week, so nothing really, but it meant a little bit more.
We had to win that game to even consider being in the playoffs.
For Hawk TV Red Zone, I'm Hannah Bolton.
Thanks, Hannah. Coach, let's take a look at a few scores throughout the district for Friday night. We have Chester County who beat Southside 22-8, McNary who beat Fayetteware 42-30, Lexington who beat Bolivar 35-25. The matchups for this week in our district are Southside taking on Liberty Tech, Chester County has a bye, Fayetteware taking on Haywood, McNary taking on Hardin, Bolivar has a bye, and Lexington taking on Northside. Of course, the most important game to you is Southside versus Liberty. What's your game plan?
Well, we're just going to try to keep the ball away from them. They're very explosive offensively, have a lot of speed, so we're going to try to, you know, nickel and dime them down the field. We're going to have some change up for the game offensively and just hopefully play around fast, play fast, move around the ball defensively. So hopefully it'll work out for us.
Coach, enjoyed your time. We will see you back next week for highlights from tomorrow's game against Liberty Crusaders. Good luck to you and the Hawks.
Thank you.